I moved to Chicago in 1960, and I had done some sailing in my old days when I was just a kid, and so I moved to Chicago in 1960, and the first thing I did is I thought, gee, I'm all this lake. I'm gonna see if I can start sailing in the summer. It was in the summertime, so I came up to Belmont, and I came in, and I asked them I'd like to start sailing, crewing for somebody, anybody. And they said, "Well, sure, yes, come on up, and you can start sailing. We'll find somebody you can crew for." So back in those days, the fleet of Luder 16s was here, and I thought, oh gosh. So I came up to the club, and I met Tommy Breckle, and I said, "Mr. Breckle, would you mind or could you take me on board and I can crew for you?" And he said, "Sure." So that summer, when I moved to Chicago, I started racing out of Belmont on Luder 16s. That was my start. Well, I guess they call it an associate membership when you're that young. But I don't remember when I came on as a full-time senior member, but I did, and yeah, I just loved the summertime. Belmont, Chicago was my home away from home. On the Luder 16 offshore here. We come up in the afternoon and race every afternoon on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And we had 9 or 10, 11, 12 boat Luders, and we just had a lot of fun racing. And we had other fleets here too, of course, but I was in the Luders. And one of my favorite stories is we were out sailing one afternoon, and it was really hot, and all of a sudden there was no wind, absolutely dead calm. And I looked up on the main, and it was loaded with flies, and we were about a mile offshore. And Tommy Breckle, I'll never forget what he said. He looks up, he wipes off his brow, looks at all the flies on the sail, and says, "You know what, John?" I said, "What, Tom?" "This is an outmoded means of transportation." I love that. Tommy was a prize. So I sailed Luders for a long time, and then I switched over to Etchells. And sailed Etchells for many years. I sailed for about 40 years out of Belmont. So it was a lot of fun. Well, one of my favorite stories, Carl Romig was the bartender here. And we'd all come in after the race and have a cocktail. And Bill Parks and I can't remember all the names, but we had quite a group there. So we'd have a drink after the race, and then Carl would get up. In fact, my wife Oogie was with me, and he'd say, "Oogie, come 10 bar. I've got to go play the piano." So he had a grand piano here. We don't have a piano anymore, but we start singing and we have more darn fun. I consider the Chicago Yacht Club to be part of my family. Everybody here is so sweet and nice and wonderful. They're all family.